Okay, so sometimes we work and you notice it's maybe systems start responding a little bit slower due to a lot of polygons and everything. This is what helps when we start hiding. So for example, if I go and I hide this terrain with the backgrounds, so what's happening, it is now system we can see without. So if I want to work just on this rock, my system still responding very good. So it's allowed me to do a lot of stuff that I wanted and protect some of my on a screen projection, so I can work a little bit faster. So like right now I'm going to work on this rock. We'll select meta blob. Let's open, and I want to place it some plants on top. Again, I'm going to use a painter, ecosystem painter for this. So we're going to select new layer. Let's go create this as a plants. Because it's far away, I want to create something special plants so they a little bit stand out of this. So we'll go and select ecosystem, and let's add some plants this. So we're going to add probably some dead plants than trees. So I'm going to select maybe one of these. Also, we're going to add same with the other ones. We'll go add one of the pine tree. Okay, and let's add some little bit smaller one. What we have it late summer, that one. Okay, let's now it's time to paint. We'll go paint. Our tools is preset from before, brush. So, and I'm just going to place few of them just right there on the edge. So just around this area, we kind of, they will start sticking out a little bit more. Okay, right there. So I don't care too much about back. I could actually go and click and put it a little bit more on a back, but technically we don't need it because we can put right around this, a little bit more on the rocks. Okay, right there, right there. Okay, I think this is look kind of nice covering, and we'll see some end of this. Next, we're done with this one, so let's go click OK. Let's work now on our water. And I did select some blue, but we will go to materials. Let's go to our liquids. Okay, right here, liquid. And we have all these different type of the water. So one what I want selected, it is polluted or foamy water. So because it will have it some of the effect. Okay, let me see meta water. So I think the channel water will work, or physical seawater will work as well. Okay, the reasons why we do this, because if you open, you can see we have a foam, and this is actually what I want to modify. So right here we applied water. Okay, let's loading. Next, we'll go to edit some of this material for the water. As I said before, I want to modify foam. I don't want white foam on edges. Actually, I want to switch this to grain, natural grain color, and I want to switch this to create kind of almost like plants inside the water type look. So we'll go to this one. So this way that foam will create for us kind of greenish look in the edges, almost look like this. So let's pop up roughness. Roughness will create those sparkles, what we needed. Actually, you know what? Let's switch this to the brighter bluish, so it will create even better effect for us. Okay. Yeah, right there's our water color. Let's go take alpha boost all the way lower, because I don't want to affect our water as much, just on the edges. And we can look later on the edges how it's come up. Okay, now we can go inside the default water. We'll go to the transparency, and you notice right here it's very deep. So I don't want that deep. I want actually a little bit less, maybe about 8 meters. So we'll create a very nice effect. We'll give it our reflection always as default, except turn reflective with angle. So I want to increase more angle on this. So we'll give it wider, maybe even about 50-60 degrees of angle. So it will start having more reflection for us on the water. So we can reflect sky and other effects. Also, let's take bump map and put it down to maybe about 2. And take overall scale and bring scale to 1. Okay, so this is our default water right now. Again, on a foam, we can see it, because if we may want to increase a little bit greenish on the edge of the foam, we'll see how it will come up. Okay, maybe a little bit more. So and sometimes preview does not necessarily give you very good look, so we may need to go back and see how it will work when we render, but it's going between both, back and forward this way. Okay, so we'll go this way. Okay, let's go click OK. So we could start actual work now on atmospheres for this. Before, I want to change a little bit of those mountains. So right on the background, we have these terrains. And we have a nice material applied to them. So let's do this way. Let's add a little bit snow to the top of them. For this, we'll go create new layer. And this layer, I want to be white. So we don't need to be too fancy, because there will be fog and haze to cover them. But we want to have it a white color. Okay, we can do right here, or we can preload it. So either way, we'll go highlight. We'll add a little bit more bright and a little bit more shiny. Point like almost icy white. You can see right here our mountains, they all get white. So next, we're inside the presence, where we start kind of modifying with them. So one thing, I want to take and reduce height of the mountain, so they will cut right around this area. Again, if you have a hard time to see this with white, we can see okay, but you need to switch. We can always switch different colors, but I think it's look okay. So we'll go right there, maybe just a little bit touch up and increase fatness on the top. And the next things, I want to also add some lines to this, and we can do this with adding some of the slope constraints. So we'll go right around this area, and it should cut a little bit on a flat, creating somewhat lines for us far away. Okay, we can do even a little bit more and pop up flatness. So it will add kind of more somewhat look the snow. And as well, let's go with orientation. So we'll go with this one, add a little bit toughness, just a little bit more, not so uniform line as we have it currently. But again, it will look very nice. Okay, I think we basically kind of done almost, except we need to put it something a little bit closer to foreground right here to make nicer encapsulation kind of our image. And we can do this by going right on top. Let's select right here our camera, and we can put it plants right in this area, which will be very close to our camera. So as example, let's go click and we'll go select, for example, ultra late summer. Okay, we'll take this and we'll just bring close to the camera. Don't worry too much about this. It's fine if it starts floating in air. Okay, we'll want to bring closer. Okay, and just place it. We place like one little bit below, almost like we do special framing right here. And we'll go select one more plant. A lime tree, we can put it right very close up almost. And this is a little bit trick on this one. What I want to do with this, it's facing a little bit towards the camera. It's actually look a little bit better for the leaves. So we'll do right here. Let's go bring it a little bit down. So kind of almost you can see we start encapsulating, we're adding these plants almost go around. If you want it as well, we can go even more. We can add plants very close, almost like we're looking through the tree if you need it. And we can do this by placing plants again above, take these plants higher, rotate them in the camera, and bring them a little bit down. So almost like right here, see how we're going around the camera? Almost like it's a plant is like we're on a hill and plants going all over. So we start kind of putting in area like we're looking through the area. We're on a hill somewhere and we're looking inside our area, so we can encapsulate or framing our area. Okay, let's do one more thing. We did all of these colors. I want to add a little bit more yellowish color, and we'll just add right on the middle around this area, so it will create as well. Okay, bring closer and bring up. You know, let's move maybe right here. Okay, we'll go bring slightly up and rotate a little bit towards the camera so our leaves look a little bit better. And maybe, you know, just, yeah, I think around here will be okay, except I want this way and down. So just something almost right there poking through. Okay, let's go ahead, preview this one, and we'll probably stop at this point, and the next portion will work on atmospheres. Okay, so right here's our image, and I think they're all preset ready. We're ready to go and work on some atmospheres for this scenery.